in the labyrinthine exchange of ideas that constitutes the ongoing discourse between Tariq Nasheed and the protagonists of Fresh and Fit, particularly Myron Games, a confluence of rhetorical fireworks and intellectual jousting takes center stage.
You see, because they'll try to talk tough with us, but they know better, just like Fresh and Fit. So, Myron, your boy Myron from Fresh and Fit, he keeps my name in his mouth. He's always taking shots at me, always trying to denigrate foundational black Americans, always complaining about, oh, y'all FBAs are trying to get reparations. Oh, ain't nobody oppressing you. So the other day, he made a video talking about me. I mean, he wants to debate me. Yeah, I'll debate Tariq. I'll debate Umar, whoop-de-whoop, and all of that stuff. Now, hold on. Just talking about how he'll debate me, and okay. All right. Hold on. Let me play the clip of him talking about how he'll debate me. All right. This is your boy Myron from Fresh and Fit. All right. Hold on. That's Myron talking about how he'll debate me. Hold on.
Wait.
Nope.
And honestly, if it's me and Nick, I'll take on Tariq and Umar. We'd absolutely destroy them. We would absolutely destroy them. And we wouldn't even have to get into like any of the IQ stuff. No, we would just straight debate them on how you are not oppressed as an African American in the United States, or an FBA, foundationally black America, whatever they want to say. They say all these excuses about why the black man can't get ahead. I'll give you all one stat. All right, just to show you guys how ludicrous these guys are. In 1940, okay, 87% of blacks lived in poverty. By 1960, about 47% of blacks lived below the poverty line, okay? So a 40% drop. Also, keep in mind, this was before the civil rights era. So racism was at its highest. So please explain to me how you had a 40% drop of blacks living under the poverty line in one of the worst eras to be a black person in the United States, and then you're fast forwarding to 2023, where racism exists. I'm not denying it exists. However, it is not strong enough to keep you back or hold you back from success. No way. But you're telling me people had way more obstacles back then and they were able to not live in poverty? Come on, man. Get out of here.
Wait. Yeah, okay, nope. These bogus,
and honestly,
okay.
If it's me and Nick, I could...
So yeah, these little bogus-ass arguments, he's trying to... that's light work. So I let him know. I said, hey, y'all let Myron know I'll go on Fresh and Fit and have a face-to-face with him and his other Tether co-hosts. Yeah. No, don't act like I ain't here. Yeah, don't issue no challenge like, hey, nigga, I'm right here. I'm not hard to find. If you want to debate me, I'll go on there with your little ass. Easy. I have no problem with doing that. Yeah, don't sit here selling wolf tickets, dude. You dig? Don't sit here selling wolf tickets. And yeah, don't sit here talking about in 1940 the poverty rate here, in 1960 the poverty rate here. Dude, you're from the Sudan. What about your poverty rate, dude? Don't even go there with me. You don't even want it, dude. You don't even want it. And I let him know. I'll be glad to go on there. And then he responded. He tapped out real quick. This is his response. You're irrelevant, Tariq. I'll debate Dr. Umar, but you're not worth my time. Bring someone with you with a presence if you want to do this. Stop it. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. All right? Yeah, you selling wolf tickets. Yeah, and I'm trying to buy a ticket, my G. Yeah, don't sell wolf tickets because I want to buy one of them tickets. You see? And don't talk about who's irrelevant. Dude, I'm not you, dude. I can get hundreds of thousands of views by sitting here by myself just talking. No props, no smoke and mirrors, just me chopping up game. I'm not like you, my nigga. in order for people to watch you and your other Tether co-hosts, y'all gotta hire a bunch of damn strippers to sit around your ass and you to troll for 20, 30 minutes or 2 hours or 3 hours. That ain't entertainment, dude. That's smoke and mirrors. I ain't gotta hire strippers, 20 and 30 strippers to sit around for people to tune in, dude. You think I actually have something called talent. Yeah, it's losing its steam. This whole thing where y'all hire strippers and then you argue with the damn strippers, yeah, that corny ass business model is kind of falling off. Yeah, y'all don't really want it with me. Well, we're going to have to chop up some real game. No strippers, no smoke and mirrors, none of that stuff. Yeah, no talent. You don't have real viewers. You have to put on a circus act in order for people to look at your shit. You have to create a train wreck in order for people to look at what you got going. Yeah, you don't really want it. Yeah, you don't really want it at all. And see, here's the thing. That's why he said, we'll rather have Dr. Umar. They know Umar probably ain't going to go on there. And see, with Umar, the thing is, what they'll do, if Umar went on there, they'll just start trolling. Because, see, Umar keeps it straight serious. He's serious. And I'm serious, but the thing is, what makes me different is the minute they start trolling, I can switch the shit into roast mode too and then beat them on that. That's the thing that burns their asses. See, the thing about trolling, when you're trolling somebody, it's very important that the person you're trolling is being serious. You see, that's the most important thing. If you're trolling somebody, you have to troll them when they're being serious and you're being the clown. If you're trying to troll somebody and they're roasting you back, your trolling is failing. Your trolling fails. That's why whenever I do my broadcast, my live Twitter shows, and the tethers call up trying to troll, it all falls flat because I start lighting their ass up. I go right into roast mode on them. Which is, most people can't do that. Most people can't handle them intellectually and then out roast them at the drop of a dime. That's a skill that very few people have. I'm one of the few people who have that skill, has that skill. That's what makes them very upset. I'm the tether slayer. Nigga, I single-handedly destroyed a whole army of trolls. Nigga, when I hit them with the cheetah pea, that killed all of them. When I told them they smell like cheetah pea, they all tapped out. They were like, damn. In the now classic broadcast on the Twitter space, when they kept trying to get in and roast and kept failing. You dig? They realized, we can't really go at this dude. They aren't ready for the joke. Oh, nigga, I can go toe-to-toe intellectually with Myron, and the minute he starts trolling, oh, he don't want that. He don't want it to turn into a roast session. He already knows where that's going to go. That nigga knows not to try to get into a roast session with me. Nigga, you better keep it as intellectually thorough as possible. If you ever try to get into a roast session with me, nigga, there's so much ammo to hit you with on a roast session. Brother, you don't want to do it. Oh my God, you don't. And he knows better. He knows that troll shit ain't gonna work with me. With two tethers, face to face, you know better. That's why when I go on these shows, notice their whole disposition is different when I'm there with them. They get on their P's and Q's when I'm there. All of these podcasters and all these people talk big shit. But when I'm there in the room with them, they get right. It gets real respectful when I'm there in person with their ass. They don't want to go nowhere in a funky place with me. They don't want to go nowhere funky with me when I'm sitting there on them. Yeah. So Myron knows, he knows that it would be a horrible look for him because he's not going to be able to troll his way out of it. He knows he's not going to be able to troll. If the minute that nigga starts trolling, I'm switching into roast mode on his ass and it's a wrap. The minute he tries to pull out a Klan robe and all that old goofy shit, I'm going to go right into troll mode and light his little old musty ass up. He knows it. They don't want that at all. Yeah.
Nasheed, an erudite orator with a penchant for linguistic acrobatics reminiscent of Jordan Peterson, unfurls his critique with a tapestry of verbiage that both captivates and challenges the listener. At the epicenter of Nasheed's contention is Myron's volition to engage in a debate, a prospect Nasheed seemingly views with a mixture of skepticism and nonchalance. Nasheed, the wordsmith extraordinaire, questions not only Myron's credibility but also the substance of his arguments, dismissing them as light work in a manner that echoes the cadence of a seasoned maestro orchestrating a symphony of dismissive rhetoric. The ostensible willingness of Myron to debate Nasheed and the esteemed Dr. Umar Johnson is met with Nasheed's discerning eye, scrutinizing the authenticity of such a proposal. A pivotal moment in Nasheed's diatribe unfolds as he plays a clip where Myron contends that African Americans have transcended the shackles of racism and forged a path toward progress. Nasheed, ever the scrutineer, dismantles this argument with surgical precision, dismissing it as a mere mirage, a veneer that conceals the entrenched issues facing the black community. Nasheed's call for a face-to-face debate sans embellishments or diversions underscores his confidence in his ability to dismantle the opposition, stripping away the theatrics to reveal the naked truth of his intellectual prowess. Fresh and Fit's business model finds itself under the scrutiny of Nasheed's discerning gaze. He posits that the duo's reliance on a carnivalesque ambience, replete with hired strippers and a circus-like atmosphere, is an indictment of their intellectual bankruptcy. Nasheed, standing tall on the pillar of his own talents, declares that he requires no such sensationalism to command an audience. Here, Nasheed veers into the territory of not just intellectual critique, but a broader commentary on the state of contemporary discourse and the perils of reducing serious conversations to spectacles. In a strategic pivot, Nasheed speculates on the motivations behind Fresh and Fit's apparent eagerness to engage Dr. Umar Johnson over him. He suggests a reluctance on their part to face the full brunt of his rhetorical prowess, postulating that their true predilection lies in the theatrics and potential trolling that might ensue. Nasheed, however, declares his imperviousness to such tactics, asserting that not only can he withstand their trolling, but he can also counter with a blistering retort that leaves his opponents floundering in the sea of his linguistic dexterity. Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar Johnson, both prominent figures in the African American intellectual landscape, exhibit distinct approaches, ideologies, and potential contributions to the ongoing discourse. While their overarching goal may align, to address issues facing the black community, the nuances in their perspectives contribute to a rich tapestry of ideas. In terms of approach, Nasheed is renowned for his linguistic prowess, deploying a formidable arsenal of words and rhetoric to dissect and critique issues. His style often leans towards the theatrical, transforming debates into a performative art where he not only engages intellectually but also entertains. Nasheed's approach is a blend of intellectual acumen and showmanship, creating a unique space where substance meets style. On the other hand, Dr. Umar Johnson, a certified psychologist and outspoken advocate for the African American community, brings a more scholarly and clinical approach to the table. His emphasis on psychological analysis and historical context provides a foundation for understanding and addressing systemic issues. Dr. Umar's approach is characterized by a deep dive into the psychological and historical dimensions of problems, offering a comprehensive framework for discussion. Ideologically, Nasheed often navigates the socio-political landscape with a focus on systemic issues such as racism, white supremacy, and the economic disenfranchisement of black communities. He is known for challenging mainstream narratives and advocating for a nuanced understanding of historical and contemporary challenges facing African Americans. Dr. Umar Johnson, on the other hand, places a significant emphasis on education as a means of empowerment. He advocates for the importance of African-centered education and is a vocal critic of the traditional education system, arguing that it does not adequately address the unique needs of Black students. His ideology centers on fostering a sense of cultural pride and self-determination within the Black community. In terms of potential contributions to the debate, Nasheed's eloquence and ability to engage in verbal sparring make him a formidable opponent in any discussion. His knack for dissecting complex issues and presenting them in a digestible manner contributes to a broader dissemination of ideas. Dr. Umar Johnson's contributions lie in his deep understanding of psychology and history, providing a foundation for addressing the root causes of systemic problems. His focus on education as a tool for empowerment underscores a proactive approach to addressing long-standing challenges within the Black community. Nasheed's self-assured declaration that he possesses the intellectual acumen to simultaneously engage and outroast his opponents is a crescendo in his symphony of linguistic virtuosity. It speaks not only to his confidence in the battlefield of ideas, but also to a mastery of the performative aspects of discourse, a claim that can only be substantiated by delving into the archives of his debates and discussions. Moreover, Nasheed's perspective on reparations extends beyond the financial realm. He often emphasizes the need for systemic changes and policy reforms that address the institutional barriers hindering the progress of the Black community. For him, reparations are a holistic endeavor, encompassing economic restitution, educational reform, and a dismantling of structural inequalities that have endured for centuries. In tandem with his stance on reparations, Nasheed delves into the discourse surrounding foundational Black Americans. He champions the idea that descendants of African slaves in the United States, FBAs, have a unique historical and cultural identity that demands recognition. Nasheed's argument in this regard rejects a monolithic approach to Black identity, asserting that the experiences of FBAs are distinct and merit specialized consideration. Nasheed's advocacy for the recognition of FBAs aligns with his broader critique of societal norms that tend to homogenize the Black experience. He contends that understanding the historical context of FBAs is crucial for addressing contemporary issues within the Black community. This perspective challenges the oversimplification of Black identity, encouraging a nuanced examination that incorporates the diverse narratives within the broader umbrella of African American culture. In the final movement of his disquisition, Nasheed thrusts his rhetorical dagger home, contending that Myron recognizes the inevitability of defeat in a face-to-face debate. The change in demeanor Nasheed alleges is a fascinating psychological tableau, a testament to the power Nasheed ascribes to his own intellectual gravitas. With a rhetorical flourish, Nasheed concludes by affirming his readiness for a serious discussion, devoid of the trappings of trolling or distractions, leaving an open challenge for Myron and fresh and fit to enter the arena of ideas on equal terms. In the intricate dance of words and ideas, Nasheed emerges as a maestro, wielding his linguistic arsenal with finesse and precision. His critique, couched in the labyrinthine complexity of his oratory, reverberates with an undercurrent of conviction, an assertion that the battleground of ideas is one where he not only contends but triumphs. In the lexicon of intellectual duels, Nasheed's response to fresh and fit stands as a symphony of linguistic prowess, leaving the audience both captivated and contemplative.